The RBI, the central bank, may look at bulking up their gold reserves. Top sources tell us in ET Now that the board of the RBI that met on Friday and discussed the issue of dividend transfer of close to 57,000 crore rupees to the central government also discussed the issue of diversifying the reserve basket of the RBI. In fact, we at ET Now are given to understand that as against the current reserves of close to 6.5 to 7% in terms of gold, the RBI board, when they meet next on the 23rd of October, will be considering the issue if the reserve basket should be increased to 10% in terms of gold reserves, coming in at a time when the board of the RBI discussed the issues whether from the current levels, which is the highest ever Forex reserve, if we should keep amassing Forex reserves or should the reserve basket have more of gold and less of US securities. Important to note that many other central banks are also looking at buying gold at a time when US bond yields are close to 0%, and in a low yield environment, gold is the only asset class that is offering some sort of a return. As I said, India's current foreign exchange or Forex reserves are the highest ever at close to $538 billion, and the foreign exchange asset component in this is close to $492 billion. Gold reserves are only about 6.5 to 7% at close to $39 billion, and the idea is to diversify the reserve basket of the RBI. In fact, questions were also raised on whether the cost of amassing or buying more dollars is outweighing the gains that we're getting from overflowing returns. In fact, we at ET Now have been speaking to a lot of experts to understand this issue, and they say that while yes, the move is in the right direction, the idea is to diversify the reserves of the central bank a little more, but perhaps at this point of time when gold is touching record high, the time may not be right, and which is why the technocrats in the RBI have to prepare a detailed roadmap and have to look at the right opportunity when they can go and buy gold. Perhaps buying gold and keeping it in the reserves at this point of time when the gold is touching record peaks may not be a very wise idea. However, as a long-term strategy in a bid to diversify the reserves of the central bank, it is a step in the right direction.